Hi, my name is David Wright, and I want to tell you a little bit about myself, where I am, where I've been, and where I'm going. I've been married to Sherry for 33 years, and we have three wonderful children. Megan, who's a pharmacist, so we call her Dr. Megan. She's going to have a baby in August. She's married to Jared. And Patrick and his wife Tina have a little 2-year-old daughter, Cora. They live in West Virginia, where he's a mechanic at a Ford dealership. And my youngest son, Ryan, who's 26 years old, he's an athletic trainer and lives in the western part of North Carolina. He about 6 or 7 months ago purchased a 90-year-old house, which we think might be haunted. He hears things at night that sounds like little kids running up and down the steps, and he's not positive, but he thinks there might be ghosts in the house. And now we have three small puppies that are our family now. So when we travel, they travel, even on vacation. I was raised in a small town in West Virginia, in central West Virginia, where music and math became pretty much the biggest parts of my life in school. I had made the All-State Band, West Virginia All-State Band, 3 years in a row. So I went into college at West Virginia University and majored in music, where I became a band director. I was a band director for 42 years. During that 42 years, I had an opportunity to get several different student teachers, one of which was Sherry Wright, or Sherry Holmes, who is now Sherry Wright. She walked into my school one day. It happened to be a work day, and this was back when teachers were still allowed to smoke in the buildings. I was in the kitchen with the cooks in cut-off shorts and a cut-off sweatshirt and a full beard and a full afro. And I was smoking a cigarette. And in walks this very prim and proper young lady. And she was looking for Mr. Wright. Of course, everybody looks for Mr. Wright, and that's me. But anyway, she looked at me and she said, "Are you Mr. Wright?" And then she got this look on her face like, "Oh my goodness, what am I into now?" But anyway, we started dating after she graduated, and were married in August of 1981. And we raised three wonderful children. And at that point, I was still teaching, and she was teaching, and we had pretty good income, not the greatest. But then the education system in West Virginia kind of fell apart. We moved to North Carolina, thinking, "Oh, that's a better state," and it was for a long time. But the problem with that was the education system in North Carolina started falling apart too. Teachers now haven't had a pay raise for 8 years. I retired 2 years ago from teaching, and once I did, I found out that the money didn't come in as fast as it did when I was teaching. Even in West Virginia when I was teaching, I had to supplement my income in the summertime by doing little odd jobs like running a 4-wheel drive tractor up and down the mountains, cutting the gas pipelines, keeping the brush cut back so that the airplanes, or the helicopters rather, would be able to fly over and see if there was any leaks. I also sold cars. I have worked as a bank financier for the mobile home business. And I even tried managing a couple of little fast food restaurants. And for 1 month, I tried selling insurance. Of course, that didn't work very well, so I got out of that business and went into some other things. But I've always had to supplement my income. Then in 2012, I retired after 42 years of teaching. And at that point in time, I started looking for something that might be able to supplement my income. And naturally, I looked at online businesses. That's the best way to do it when you have to stay at home all the time anyway, is to get on the computer and try to make things work a little bit better for you. But I looked into several different businesses, and most of them turned out to be scams. And they just didn't have what I was looking for. Then I got into an internet marketing business that seemed like it would do well, and it did okay for a while. And now I'm looking to implement or to supplement my income a little bit more. The reason I'm doing all of this now is because my wife would like to retire from teaching a little earlier. She's got 5 more years, but with education the way it is in North Carolina, things aren't going very well. And I would also like to be able to help my son Patrick and my son Ryan with purchasing a house or fixing up their houses as it is. We have been, over the past 6 weeks, I have been working with a group, a mastermind group that has just absolutely blown my mind. We have a mentor named Dominic Mangello, and he has been very tough on us. The first thing that had to be changed in what I was doing was me. I found I'd been teaching for 42 years, but I had never really looked at myself in the light in which he did. And I found out that I didn't have the self-respect that I needed to go into this kind of business. I felt comfortable in front of a classroom, in front of the kids, but in front of a telephone or in front of a computer talking to somebody, I just didn't have that comfort of ease. So, first thing I had to do was to change me. I had to forgive me. And that was tough because after 67 years, it's hard to teach an old dog new tricks, as they say. I would love to say that I don't need the money, but I do. But there's something even more important. I would like to be able to help others to be able to do what I'm doing. And hopefully, if you're looking at this, you're looking for something in which you would like to have a people business, not just a somebody on the end of the telephone. Well, we connect. There are 15 of us in our group, and we connect, and we are very, very close-knit. It's almost like we're brothers and sisters. And I've come to realize that without that interaction with other people, that this business would not work. If you are looking for something else and you'd like to give this a chance, then give me a chat. My name is David Wright. My phone number is 828-308-7774. And we can maybe sit down and talk. Maybe this would be something that you would be interested in. Thank you very much and have a blessed day.